Hi, my name is Jim Gibson. I own Nova Voice and Data Systems, and I'm a victim of identity theft. I'm a victim of identity theft because a company did not take fiduciary responsibility to protect the personal information that they had gathered from me, my Social Security number, my driver's license. Well, I'll tell you, this is the situation. This is what happened. I applied for a credit card, and let me tell you, I have great credit ratings at this point. So I thought it would be no problem at all getting another credit card that I needed for a particular account. And when I applied for this credit card, I was denied, and I couldn't figure out why. I have great credit ratings. Well, I found out my credit rating wasn't as great as I thought it was. It was way down there and pretty low. And when I got my credit report, there was a bunch of accounts that were past due that were on the East Coast. I'm on the West Coast. They were on the East Coast. I never even lived in North Carolina. But lo and behold, I had a ton of creditors in North Carolina looking for me. And they weren't sending this information to my house, and I was kind of ticked. So I did some research to find out what was going on. And it took me about 2 weeks to find the individual who had stolen my Social Security number and my driver's license number. So I sent the local police out to knock on his door. And when they called me back a couple hours later, they said, hey, he showed us a driver's license. It says Jim Gibson on it. And he claims to be Jim Gibson. He doesn't know anything about you. And I was pretty concerned at that point because I have a person has a driver's license in my name and has my Social Security number and opened up an accounts all over the place in North Carolina. So when I researched some more, I found out I had to get a hold of the Secret Service. Believe it or not, the Secret Service handles your Social Security number. So I had to get a hold of the Secret Service. And I talked to the man on the phone, and he identified that I was the real Jim Gibson. We got a hold of the police department there in North Carolina, and they said they'd immediately go out and arrest the guy, and they called me back an hour later and said, he's gone. Well, I still had this problem. I couldn't prove that I did not open those accounts on the East Coast. I talked to the creditors. They didn't believe me. And here the guy skipped again. So I did some more research and found out that he was here in California, and I found him, and I said, if you do not come forward and confess what you did, I will have the police arrest you immediately. And believe it or not, he actually confessed. And I distributed that to all the credit agencies. I cleaned up my credit report. It took a month of my life. And when I found out what he did, where he hacked, and where he hacked into, and how he got into their system and everything else, I was ticked off that that company had such lax security with the personal information that I gave them that was on their websites, that was in their network, and they didn't even take basic security seriously in their network. I also found out that they're no longer in business. In fact, most businesses that are hacked are no longer in business. What are you doing with your business? You know, are you taking security seriously in your business? You have fiduciary responsibility to protect your customers and your employees, let alone your own business, to make sure that people don't break in and corrupt your database, to make sure people don't break in and steal valuable information. Not only steal valuable information, how about showing up on a Monday morning and finding out that you don't even have a database anymore, that your server has been wiped clean? How can you continue your business if your server's been wiped clean? Don't tell me about backups, because that person could have been in your system for months changing your database, and what you back up is actually corrupted data. You know, most people, most IT staff don't even know they've been attacked until it becomes evident to them. You know, till a customer knocks on their door and says, I'm going to get a lawyer because you people, I'm going to get a lawyer and I'm going to sue you because you people did not take precautions to protect my personal information that was in your database. So you have a fiduciary responsibility to protect that information. And as you can tell, I'm pretty upset about this. It was a month out of my life. And ever since that's happened, I have to check my credit rating pretty much every couple months to make sure that this guy or some other guy is not back in using my Social Security number. The other thing is I had to check North Carolina to make sure he wasn't arrested and used my identity to turn into the police there. So the bottom line is you have a responsibility for your routers, your switches, your firewalls. You have a responsibility to bring in experts to make sure that everything reasonably has been performed on your network to block hackers, to prevent them from breaking in to your best ability. You have that basic responsibility. And the good news is we can help you with that. Do the right thing. Take action. Remember, an ounce of prevention is worth a pound of cure. And in this case, probably many pounds of cure. Give us a call at Nova Voice and Data Systems, and we can assist you.